Welcome back with another episode of the Inside Scoop with Robin. And today I am bringing you all the way from Doha, Qatar, a new author of a children's book, Justine Wilson. And she knows a little bit about kids. She is the principal of the GEMS American Academy of Qatar, where she oversees 750 kids aged 3 through 5th grade. You can imagine, what did she do during lockdown mode this summer? She created a book, and you're going to learn all about that. And it's a fun one. This is exciting. I am with a brand new author, Justine Wilson, all the way from Qatar. Wow. And she's taken lockdown mode into a whole new way. We're going to learn her quick story and her amazing accomplishments over this summer period. So welcome, Justine.
Thanks for having me. Yeah, we've had an interesting experience during the pandemic here.
Yes, you oversee 750 kids somehow in lockdown mode. So,
yep.
And I also know you've traveled all over and lived and worked in Egypt and Brazil and now Qatar. Nothing stops you.
Yes, my husband and I have moved here. We've been in Qatar now for a year. And I'm the principal from pre-K through 5, and my husband teaches in the high school. So he teaches social studies in the high school.
Amazing. And where are you from originally?
Well, that is a tricky question, but the United States.
Okay.
I was born in Missouri, and Chris was born in Texas, but most recently in the United States, but that was 8 years ago, we called home Colorado. But since we've sold our house, and now we're just global citizens. That's the best way to describe now.
I love it.
Yeah.
So we know you're dog lovers, so we're going to go launch right into this awesome book that you wrote about these darling dogs. Tell me about them.
Great. So we used to raise service puppies in the United States when we were there for Canine Companions for Independence, and we had raised 2 puppies that went on to serve people with disabilities. And when we went abroad, we were just heartbroken that we weren't going to be able to have dogs anymore. But of course, a dog found her way into our lives when we were in Brazil, and we adopted Amora. She's actually right here. Say hi, Amora. Yeah, we adopted Amora.
Hello, Amora.
And, she was living on the street at the time, and as a tiny puppy, and so we adopted her, and she's been with us now for 5 years. And then when we moved to Qatar, I wanted a sister or a brother for Amora, and then Yalla came into our lives. And I've joked with my husband that every country we live in, I'm going to adopt a dog from there.
Uh-oh.
So my husband's now worried to move to the next country.
Well, it doesn't look like you're going to be going, sadly, anywhere too soon, unfortunately, because of lockdown.
Yeah.
But you adopted her over the summer, right?
Yeah, we adopted Yalla as soon as the lockdown started, essentially in April. I think it was April. Yeah, March. Our last day of school was mid-March, and then we shifted the whole school online. And so my bedroom became my new principal's office. And I thought that Amora and I needed another colleague, so we adopted Yalla at the beginning of April.
Aw.
Yeah.
All right, and so the adventure begins. Now we're going to learn about her book. So Justine, she didn't let any time go by, right? You just decided to write a little story, which became a brand new book.
Yeah. So during the pandemic, we had the fortunate experience to have just more time at home, and so has my brother and his daughter. And we just started FaceTiming almost every day. We would be eating dinner and she would be eating breakfast, and she just fell in love with our dogs. And so I thought to just write some picture books for my niece.
How old is she and where do they live?
She's 1.5, and they live in Oakland, California.
Okay.
Yeah, so I just started writing stories for her about the adventures we were having in our apartment during the pandemic. And then we decided to do it for real and publish them into books. So we have one ready to go, and 2 more in the making.
Let me see. I'm going to switch over here to get a screen capture. There it is. I know that you can't see this because we're on video, but I've got the apartment adventures with Amora and Yalla and a picture of you guys in your home.
Yeah,
So,
that's it. So we're really excited. The little series will be called Apartment Adventures, and the first one is A Flighted Friend. Because on our balcony we get little birds that land, and one time the baby visitor, and the dogs love to see them, and they're so cute.
that is so cute.
The story, is like we're all stuck inside and the dogs are stuck inside, and this baby bird, it gets stuck essentially on our windowsill. And
how high up?
We're on the 17th floor.
Okay, so the bird got stuck on the windowsill on the 17th floor.
Yeah, the baby. So then all this chirping happens, and of course the dogs love that. And they were watching intently. And so I just started taking pictures of like the story unfolding, and it just turned into a really cute book.
Well, I read it. I loved it. And your 1.5-year-old.
Yeah. So she's seen it as well. And she knows Amora's name, and she recognized Amora in the story right away. She was like, Mora, Mora, and like pointing to Amora's picture. So I think the kids will relate to it. And I think that we all kind of know what it's been like being stuck the last few.
Totally. And you even had some of your beta readers. What age range from little peanuts to adults?
Yeah. Yes, I did. So we had a 5-year-old beta reader give me some good feedback, all the way up to librarian, 2 librarians, school teacher, retired school teacher. Also, she's one of our beta readers was a social justice activist, and I wanted her lens on it for sure, to make sure that I was being as inclusive as possible with my language in the book, in the story. And we had a 6th grade beta reader and a 4th grade beta reader.
All right.
So I've appreciated all of their help. You've
covered it. So who do you think your ideal market is? Because I enjoyed it, and I'm not a kid. Well, I am a kid at heart.
Well, one of the 6th grade beta reader gave me the best feedback, and I think that she with that feedback, I knew we nailed it. So the language in the text is such that it's not just for kids. It's like the language is meant to like bring the stories to life, right? And I think that kids really appreciate that, as do adults. So we didn't just write a book for kids to learn to read. We wrote a book for kids to learn to love reading and love language.
And also you have life lessons in there.
Yeah, exactly. So building some good life lessons, and the educator in me just came out like wanting to write a book that would help kids to love to read. So.
Oh, that's great. So let's see. Now, moving on, you've become this amazing researcher in terms of getting your own book out there, getting it published on Amazon, figuring out hashtags, Instagram, social media. Like you just dove into this entire new world of digital marketing, right?
Yes. So when the school year ended, I found that I had some more time than normal, because normally I would be at, visiting family or traveling around. But now it's super hot in Qatar right now. It's over 100, 110 degrees every day with intense humidity. So we go out in the morning to walk the dogs in the evenings, but in the afternoons and all day we have inside in the apartment. So I spent it researching and learning how to publish a book, which has been amazing. I've been watching YouTube videos and reading lots of articles on how to format and how to do the illustrations, and it just came to life. So I'm new to Instagram as well, so we made our page there as well as a Facebook page, and you can find us at Amora and Yalla all over the place.
All right, just spell that for those that are maybe listening and not watching.
Sure. So Amora is Portuguese word for blackberry, and it's Amora, and then and Yalla, Yalla, and Yalla is an Arabic word that means let's go. So We have our dogs that are named from the regions that they were born in.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
And what kind of
yeah.
just touch on the kind of dogs they are again?
Sure. Amora is a black lab. I'll turn my screen so you can see. Well, we think she's a black lab anyway. We got her from the streets.
She
but
looks like a black lab.
yeah, she
Hi,
looks like a black
Amora.
lab. She acts like a black lab.
So pretty. Hi.
She swims like a black lab. And here's Yalla
Hi,
coming over
Yalla.
now. Yeah. So Yalla is a Saluki mix, and we rescued him from an organization called Second Chance here in Qatar. And he is very mild-natured. He's not even 2 yet, but he's very sweet boy. A very sweet boy. You want to say hi, Yalla? There you go,
Hi,
buddy.
Yalla. Oh, so handsome. Hi.
So they say Salukis are sight hounds, which means they were used by the Northern Africans, like in the Egypt region, as well as through the Middle East, for hunting rabbits and things like that, small prey in the desert. So he just like sees everything. He's always looking, and
he must have loved the birds.
Yes, he loves the birds for sure, and he's just getting adjusted to living in the apartment because he'd been in a shelter for his whole life. They had found him on the street when he was 6.
Wow, how big is the apartment?
It's a nice size. We have 2 bedrooms and a nice little balcony. So they run down the hallway quite regularly, and from the living room down the hallway, from the living room to the hallway. They run around chasing each other and all their toys.
Oh,
and that's one of the stories. It will be about their toys in the apartment.
Well, I can't wait to see it more. I mean, I read it, but I'm going to read it again because it was just so much fun.
Yeah.
And for those that want to have a sneak peek, are you having a private book release party on Zoom, or am I publicizing this all over the world?
We're having a book release on August 1st. We're really excited about it, and Zoom is a perfect platform for us because, our family and friends are spread around the world. So even if we weren't in the midst of a pandemic, we'd probably host it on Zoom anyway. So we're excited about that on August 1st. And then after the book release party, anyone can go to Amazon and find our book.
I love it. Apartment Adventures.
Apartment Adventures. That's right. You can search for the name of the book. You'll find it.
Justine, it's so much fun talking to you, and congratulations on your big success. You just became a published author during lockdown mode. Who knew?
Yes, thank you so much. We are so excited to share our story with the world and inspire other people to write books for themselves and their families and friends as well.
Absolutely, and thanks that we're able to bring this together from Florida to Qatar. Wow.
Yes, that's been so fun. Thank you so much.
Oh, you are so welcome.
With clients featured in the New York Times, the Wall Street Journal, Entrepreneur, and more, Robin Levin is here to share the inside scoop behind the success of entrepreneurs and experts around the world. Looking for more publicity and sales? Now's the time to learn new marketing strategies. Going from unknown to overbooked is not a mystery. Get free training now. Visit pr-course101.com.